So hi guys, welcome to today's video. Today we are gonna look one more multi-bagger company in depth. So let's start with today's video. Every refinery, power plant, and even petrochemical this complex or LNG terminals in India runs on the thousands of pipelines, pipes carrying steams, chemicals, and energy. But behind those massive turbines, boilers, and reactors, it lies an invisible but critical infrastructure, highly engineered industrial piping system, where and one company quietly building this backbone of industrial India, and the company's name is DEE Development Engineering. So let's see towards the company. So one company quietly building this backbone of industrial India, which is DEE Development Engineer. This is not a kind of flashy brand in building India, but it is a great company. But if you look towards India is building a power plant, refineries, or petrochemical facilities, DEE is often somewhere inside that projects. So, and even today we will break down this company in depth, what the company actually does, what it has a strong industry tailwinds, its financial inflection points, and the risk investor must understand wherein and whether this could become a long-term industrial compounder. So let's first understand the industry. To understand DEE Development Engineer, we first need to understand the industrial capex in India. India is currently investing heavily in infrastructure and energy projects, and thermal power plant, oil and gas infrastructure, petrochemical complexes, LNG terminals, and nuclear power facilities. Companies like Reliance, JSW Group, and global engineering giants like Mitsubishi Heavy Industrials are executing massive projects. All these projects requires highly engineered piping systems, and that transport steam, gas, chemical, and fluids across the entire plants. This piping network must be withstand with extreme pressure, high temperature, corrosive chemicals, and failure is not an option here. Okay, this is where the companies like DEE comes in. So what DEE Development actually does? So founded in 1988, DEE Development Engineer specializes in highly engineered industrial piping solution. Its key product includes piping spools, pipe fittings like elbows and reducers, where the pressure vessels, heat exchangers, modular piping systems, industrial stakes, wind turbine towers. But what makes this company interesting is its prefabrication model. Instead of assembling pipes at the project sites, the pre-engineered fabrication complex piping models inside its factories, and these modules are then shipped directly to project site. And this approach improves their installation speed, engineering precisions, and working safely, wherein the project efficiency even. And that's why EPC contractors prefer working with specialized manufacturer like DEE Development Engineering. Let's look towards its manufacturing sites. DEE has built a significant in manufacturing platforms over the past 3 decades. The company operates 7 manufacturing facilities across India and Thailand. Key locations include Palwal in Haryana, Anjar in Gujarat, Barmer in Rajasthan, and in Assam also they have, and even in Bangkok in Thailand. It also operates in engineering center in Chennai in India. So the company is currently has installed manufacturing capacity of about 1,12,500 metric ton per year, with ongoing expansion at the Anjar facility. Capacity is expected to increase to approximately 1,27,500 metric ton. This scale makes DEE one of the largest process piping manufacturing manufacturer in India. So the capex will play a major role in further revenue, and if the revenue pumps up, the share price will more go up. So recent rally in last 1 year, the company is almost doubled the price of share. So it was trading at around Feb of kind of 200 and 199 something like that, and now it's trading around 400. So because of this new their capex is gonna come live, and even their because of their guidance of 1500 crores revenue by FY27. So that looks crazy. So if you look toward now their strong client relationship, the industrial projects involves billions of dollars in investments, and because of that, EPC contractors choose suppliers based on reliability and technical capabilities. Once a supplier is qualified, relationship often lasts many years, and the client list reflects this trust. Its customer includes global engineering companies such as Reliance, Mitsubishi Heavy Industrials, Honeywell, and Toshiba. This kind of client base indicates the strong technical qualifications and long-term credibility, which will even bring them the revenue. And if you now look towards its revenue mix, the revenue mix tells an important story. About 83% of their revenue comes from its piping division, which is a core business, and the other segment includes power division and heavy fabrication. Geographically, the company generates about 72% of revenue from India and around 28% of revenue from international market. So export go to countries including the United States, US, Germany, Japan, and Italy. This gives the company both diversification and global credibility, even with have the capabilities to do it. So if you look toward the order visibility for engineering company, this order book is one of the most important metrics. So DEE currently has an order book of roughly around 1,275 to 1,300 crores. This provides a strong revenue visibility. Management has indicated that FY26 capacity is almost fully booked, and FY27 orders are partially booked. Project execution cycle typically range around from 6 months to 18 months, depending on project complexity, and management is targeting for annual order inflows of about 1,600 crores to 1,700 crores going forward, and that suggests a sustained growth if execution remains strong. So if you look toward their major growth triggers, seamless pipe plant. One of the most interesting strategic move by the company is its new seamless piping manufacturing plant. The plant will produce thick-walled seamless pipes used in high-pressure industrial applications. Key details are like capacity of 7,000 ton per year. Investment was around 90 crores in this plant. Potential revenue would be around 450 crores annually. So this move is important because of it represents the backward integration. Instead of sourcing of critical pipes from suppliers, they will manufacture them internally, and that improves the supply chain control, lead times, and profit margin. Where the technical capabilities, even though, and management estimate that an internal rate of return roughly will be around 30 to 35% on this project. That gives a more interesting points in this capex and all this stuff, and this new their product range. If we look toward that financial inflection point, the past few years were mostly about capital expenditure and capacity expansion. Now the financial results are beginning to reflect the benefits of it. Recent quarter numbers showed a strong improvement, where the revenue growth has been significant and the EBITDA margin expanded sharply from about 3.5% to over 15%. So that's a jump of roughly 4 to 3x. So management believes that normalized EBITDA margin could be stabilized around 18 to 20% for the core piping business. If the margin expansion sustains, it represents a major profitability inflection. So key risk in this business will be their biomass power division. Not everything is perfect. DEE also operates in 2 biomass power plants in Punjab. These plants have been a loss making due to a sharp drop in electricity tariffs, and one tariff fell from around rupees 8.5 per unit to roughly 3.5 per unit. So that's a fall of kind of 2x. So, and this is this has created a significant drag on profit. However, the management has attempting to address this through though a new biomass pellet plant and legal efforts to improve the tariff outcome. The goal is to make the power division EBITDA neutral in the coming year. If the loss disappears, it could improve overall profitability significantly going ahead, and even it would be good for the business moving further. So if you look toward the future growth opportunity, looking ahead, the company sees strong opportunities in several factors like power generation expansion, oil and gas infrastructure, nuclear energy projects, and industrial manufacturing expansion. So DEE is also working towards the qualification for the projects with Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited, which could open opportunities in nuclear power infrastructure. To be noted that it's difficult to get work with Nuclear Power Corporation of India because you are directly working with the main company with the government. So that's a great stuff. They are working with Nuclear Power Corporation of India Limited directly. These sectors could drive sustained demand for engineered piping solutions over the next decade, and because of this the revenue visibility more ahead, and even with the growth and sustainable things. So my view on this is that development engineering is not a glamorous kind of glorious business, but it doesn't sell the product that directly to kind of low margin things. Instead of, it builds the hidden infrastructure behind India's industrial growth, the pipes behind power plants, the modules inside refineries, and the engineering systems that keeps the large industrial facilities running. With capacity expansion and nearly complete improving margins and strong order book visibility, this company could quietly become a strong industrial compounding story over the coming years, if they do what they talk about, and if their capex works in their way what they have decided for, and the new their backwardly integrated product plays a key role. We need to look towards it, and whether they do what they tell, and if they do that stuff, then it can be quietly one of the multi-bagger. So that's it for today's video, guys. If you like the video, please like, share and subscribe the channel. Make the YouTube brother happy, and let's meet in the next deep dive on a multi-bagger stuff.